Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and the most underrated Overwatch event is just around the corner. I don't think the winter event gets enough love. It has some underrated skins, it has one of the best game modes, if not the best game mode of all time, Maze Yeti Hunt, and the maps are decorated beautifully as well. But every single year, it seems like people always complain about the winter event. Now, people always complain about events because they don't have skins for their main, but especially the winter event, and I think it's because of that Blizzard doesn't show enough love to that, because why show love for an event that people don't love? Well, Blizzard, I really love the winter events. And I'm here to tell you that I've been a really good boy this year. I haven't been living in sin. In fact, I haven't even let a girl kiss me. That's how much I haven't been living in sin. Not by choice. So that's why this year I'm going to be asking for a lot from this year's winter event, but I'm also going to be expecting a lot of things based on previous events, and that's why I'm going to be talking about the expectations that we can have with this year's winter event, because there's already confirmed stuff, but there's also stuff that you can also expect just because it's in every single winter event. First, I want to talk about the start date, then I'll talk about the skins, the game mode, but I also want to talk about a redesigned map, because I feel like this needs more attention, because a winterfied map that's not on the scale of Hanamura, like on the scale of King's Row, I think would go a long way, because who doesn't love Christmas decorations? But first things first, let's talk about the start date. When can we expect the winter event to drop and finally get our hands on Krampus Junkrat or Christmas May, or maybe even get our hands on Sugar Plum Fairy? No pause on that. Well, if you look back in time, in 2016, it did drop on December 13th, 2017, December 12th, and then 2018, December 11th. Do you see a pattern here? December 10th is going to be my educational guess. If you guys don't know, most events, patches, updates usually drop on a Tuesday. Once in a while, Blizzard will F around and drop it on Thursday. I think even one time they dropped it on Friday, but based on the consistency and also based on Patch Tuesday, which is the nickname of Tuesday in tech companies, then you can probably expect the winter event to come on December 10th. And now for the Christmas skins. There are a lot of expectations for a d.va Christmas skin, which I will talk about in a separate video when it comes to skin ideas, but there is already a confirmed skin, which has never been done before at BlizzCon, already announcing a future event skin. But if you guys weren't paying attention at BlizzCon, there was a panel talking about Overwatch art, and at the very end, they showcased a Christmas Sigma skin. Now, I personally wasn't at the panel, so I didn't get to hear the backstory or the inspiration behind it, if there even is one, but it just looks like a typical Ice King skin that you would give to someone like Sigma, or maybe even Reinhardt, or never mind. Which, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the boy Sigma does not have any shoes in this skin, so if you're on hashtag Team Toes, we're gonna rejoice and we're gonna continue on with this effort, because I see a lot of people playing with the Talon Sigma skin as they're on hashtag Team Shoes, but we don't associate with those people, alright? They only do missionary and they're not fun people. But as of right now, that's the only skin that's actually gonna be coming. Nothing else has been officially announced or even leaked at this point, which I'm so happy, because it always seems like a few weeks beforehand, we already know the skins, either because they get announced by Blizzard or some jabroni leaks the skins and it ruins the Christmas surprise. But something that you can also expect too are weekly skin challenges. We saw the skin concept come back for the Halloween event, so no real reason as to why it can't return for the winter event, because it's a win-win situation. Yeah, Blizzard does lose a little bit of money paying designers to make skins that they'll never see $1 on, but it brings people back to playing Overwatch and slaving away and competitive, and basically quick play, because quick play is just the new competitive now, because these DPS queues are killing me, bruh. Now, don't be expecting these high quality, intricate skins, because they're free skins at the end of the day. You should be happy, alright? If you're not happy, you're a freaking brat. You're gonna get coal anyway. I mean, have you seen American Reaper? That skin was insane, and it was a free skin. But when it comes to these skin challenges, I think they reserve it for heroes that have already received winter skins, because if they were to waste like a legendary skin spot on a hero that have already gotten one, well, then people are gonna be up in arms and upset. Like, we have heroes like Brigitte, d.va, Hammond, Genji even, Orisa. They all haven't received any Christmas skins, even Doomfist. So there are a ton of heroes that are due for a winter skin, but when it comes to these free skins, maybe you can have someone like Soldier 76, or maybe like May get a free epic skin to maybe redeem their terrible winter skin. In my personal opinion, I think they're terrible, but here's a good opportunity to make their skins just a little bit better. But as always, I will make a separate video talking about some skin ideas, because that's a whole entire video all on its own. But one thing I want to quickly talk about that I want from this year's winter event is a brand new winter May skin. I hinted at the fact that she could have her own skin skin challenge, but if I could have something even better and bigger and more juicier, I want a new legendary skin. Yeah, she has that Christmas skin. It's alright. No, it sucks. Alright, it's not even alright. It's just a recoloration. That's an epic skin at best. So, Blizzard, now is your opportunity to give her a real winter skin. I don't care what it is. I really do not, because you can do better than the Santa May hat skin. You can make her into a reindeer. You can give her an ice cream skin. I've been talking about this for years because it's finally time to give her a better skin. I mean, she has 2 game modes during this event. 2 game modes. Don't you think she needs at least like 2 skins? The fact that she just celebrated so much in this event, or at least just 1 good skin? Like, who's really yearning for Santa Hat May? At first I was, but that was back in 2016 when I didn't know better and when I was broke, and also when there was no other good May skin. Now it's time for her to get at least 1 more, along with some other heroes. Like, don't think I'm trying to be biased, because I recognize there are a bunch of heroes that haven't received enough winter love. But let's talk about this year's winter game mode. I mean, what are you really expecting, you know? If they didn't add a new game mode in last year's event, and if they haven't been adding any other game modes to any of these other events, do you really expect them to add anything to this event where they already have 2 game modes? One of them, yes, is a flop, and the other one is the greatest game mode of all time, Maze Yeti Hunt. It just kind of sucks, because I think this is what spiraled the fact that Blizzard wasn't going to spend too much time making any more game modes, because if they find it to be fun, and if the community thinks it's a total flop, a dud, it sucks, then why are they going to spend time making a game mode that could possibly suck? You know what I mean? Because after Maze Yeti Hunt, you didn't really see any more game modes come to the events, and it's really lame, but I also totally understand. But there is one redeeming factor. There is one possibility that I have been advocating for years now. It is a competitive May Snowball offensive game mode. Just like the new Winter May skin, it is time to give May some more love in her own dedicated game mode. I have been asking for this for years, and it's because it freaking makes sense. It really does. If we can have a Lucio Ball competitive mode, that mode, okay, out of all things to get a competitive mode, why not have something that is an actual Overwatch game mode? Like, yeah, it's just Maze running around with snowballs, but in Lucio Ball, you just hit a ball. You don't even shoot anyone. You can't even have really a good strategy. Like, yes, the strategy is to have someone in goal, and that's it. Here, Maze Yeti Hunt or Maze Snowball Fence, I keep getting them confused. You can have flanks. You can have ice walls to block off someone. You can try to bait someone's snowball out with their ice block. There is actual good people that grind Maze Snowball Offensive, including your boy, and that's probably why I want it. So why not have a Maze Snowball Offensive competitive game mode? Because that will actually bring people back to play Overwatch some more, because it's a different competitive mode that can still tickle that competitive bone in their body that they otherwise couldn't get in regular competitive, because these DPS cubes are so trash. I just really like Maze Snowball Offensive. I just really like May. It's time, Blizzard. I mean, shoot, even if people take it as a joke, who cares? You added, like, that's the thing, you added competitive mode to Lucio Ball, and if you saw people grinding out Lucio Ball, there will be some people, mainly me, that are grinding competitive Maze Snowball Offensive, and that's what you want with people, is to bring them back into Overwatch. But now that I got my 5 minutes of brattiness out of the way, now let's talk about the last thing, which is a Christmas redesign map. This isn't really something that people really care for too much, because they look at it, they think it's beautiful, and then they forget about it. And yes, they redesigned Blizzard World last year, and they did a phenomenal job. But one map that I really want to see get redesigned this year is gonna be Paris. Now, it's kind of funny because Paris isn't even in the competitive map pool rotation this season, which will make it even a bigger treat to see it in quick play. But don't you think it would be so breathtaking to see the Eiffel Tower and the rest of the city just decorated with Christmas lights and mistletoes under archways, so that when you're going into the game browser and you're playing roleplay, now you actually have somewhere to kiss your e-girl that's just gonna leave you, and maybe even replacing the baguettes with some gingerbread. It could be a beautiful sight to see. Will they actually do it? Probably not, because they have so many maps that's already redesigned to have that Christmas theme. Not only Kings Row, Hanamura, and Blizzard World, but you also gotta think Eco Point, Antarctica, and Black Forest. But I think Paris would be a nice addition to that conversation of redesigned maps that have the Christmas theme. But even if we don't get Christmas Paris, or heck, even get this event on December 10th, one thing that we all can expect is a competitive May Snowball! All memes and jokes aside, we're gonna get a good event. Now, I know for us veteran players, we haven't really been too excited for the events, because it's basically the same event with just a few extra skins, but you have to imagine, this is one thing that I totally forgot about. There were new players joining Overwatch Overwatch every single day. So when they get this event, they are overwhelmed with the amount of skins that they can get with these new game modes and maps. Like, it is a complete experience and a half for these players, just like when we first got the events. Like, they're still experiencing the magic just like us back in 2016 or 2017. Yeah, we suffer, but you have to imagine other people are having a glorious time. So we can't forget about the new players, and we can't forget about all the other players that are still veteran players that are broke boys that can't afford AirPods, such as myself, that can get these skins every single year because they don't buy loot boxes or they just don't play enough. But either way, this event is gonna be good. We're gonna get a good Sigma skin, we're gonna get Mace Snowball Offensive, hopefully competitive mode, and we're gonna get these beautiful maps. It's the year of giving, so let's give Blizzard a less hard time if we don't get exactly what we want, because it's the thought that counts. That's what I want you guys to remember when this event drops. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you want from this holiday season, and I'll see you guys later. I love you guys, and bye.